In July 1969, humans did something truly unprecedented. 2 people left Earth and landed on the moon. Then they came back alive. The computing power? Absolutely shocking. The Apollo guidance computer, the AGC, had exactly 64 kilobytes of memory. That's it. Your smartphone? Billions of bytes. A modern smartwatch? Thousands of times more powerful. Your calculator has better specs than the computer that went to the moon. Here's the core paradox. The most complex mission in human history ran on technology that embarrasses modern devices. Not just outdated, primitive by comparison. We're talking about navigating 240,000 miles through space, with less computing power than a digital watch today. And it worked perfectly. The math was perfect. The landing was perfect. The navigation was bulletproof. How? That's the question that changes everything about how we build things. Meet the Apollo guidance computer, the AGC. Just 64 kilobytes of total system memory. 1 megahertz processor. Your scientific calculator right now is far more powerful. The AGC had much less computing power than Pong, that simple 1970s arcade game. Yet this black box had to navigate a spacecraft 240,000 miles from Earth. In real time, it solved incredibly complex physics equations. It had to land humans on the moon and bring them back home alive. One engineer compared it to flying a jumbo jet with a bicycle computer. The funny thing? It worked perfectly. Every single time. Across every crewed mission, not one failure. 0 crashes. When computers broke constantly, the AGC became the most reliable machine NASA ever built. Here's what was absolutely insane. It shouldn't have been possible. Think about what the AGC actually had to do in real time. It's not just pointing a spacecraft at the moon. That's trivial. The computer had to calculate orbital mechanics, compute trajectory corrections, manage fuel burns to the nearest second. The lunar module descent? Pure mathematics in milliseconds. Fuel consumption, velocity, altitude, descent angle, all updating constantly as systems changed. Then came rendezvous, matching speeds with the command module, while both orbited the moon. Millimeter precision docking at thousands of miles per hour. Meanwhile, your car's computer processes terabytes of data. The AGC had less power than a pocket calculator, yet it landed humans on another world. By every rational measure, Apollo 11 should have crashed, or drifted into space, or never achieved orbit. The fact that it worked is the real miracle. So how did they even try? They stopped thinking like programmers. They thought like mountaineers facing impossible peaks. Every line of code had to earn its bytes, literally. Margaret Hamilton's team didn't write programs. They carved sculptures from stone. They'd reuse register values. They'd exploit timing quirks in the hardware itself. They'd redesign entire mission sequences just to save 17 bytes. The software took 3 years to write. 70,000 lines of assembly code, hand-optimized to perfection, obsessively tested. Some routines were so tight they had maybe 3 spare bytes left. 3 bytes. If a bug existed, there was nowhere to hide it. And that's when genius emerged. Constraints forced absolute clarity. Every instruction mattered. No bloat, no shortcuts, no guastitsaikels. Pure engineering as art. Pure engineering as art. It was that mindset that turned every 64-bit word into a symphony. Engineers wrote assembly in hand-tuned loops. One routine, called the CSP, used only 18 bytes to read the star tracker, a trick that saved 120 kilobytes of memory. They shared memory like a tight-knit crew. 2 processors rode the same bus, swapping data with a clever checksum trick that let the second CPU read the first buffer without extra RAM. When a fault hit the laser guidance, they patched a routine in 39 lines, reusing an old sprite routine, and adding a single bit flip. That patch ran in half the clock cycles of a modern interpreter. In every byte, NASA's crew hit a masterpiece. Even the fuel calculations were done in real time with a 4-byte lookup table, a design that would outpace today's GPU-accelerated simulations. Even the fuel calculations were done in real time with a 4-byte lookup table, a design that would outpace today's GPU-accelerated simulations. Yet the Apollo guidance computer was only 64 kilobytes of memory. It ran on 2.048 megahertz. Engineers had to squeeze each instruction into a single cycle. They wrote machine code by hand, using a custom assembler. They replaced floating-point math with fixed-point tables. The result was a program that weighed less than a loaf of bread. The mission succeeded because the team focused on what mattered: safety, timing, and predictability. They avoided clever tricks that would bloat the code. They embraced constraints. The AGC shows that raw horsepower is a myth. When you design for the limits, you force clarity, efficiency, and reliability. Modern startups can learn from this. Build lean, test hard, and respect the boundaries you set.